Okay, we are recording. Alright, so how do I start this video? Oh, when I was a child. So, let's start the video. Come on, if I'm being serious, that means you have to be serious, because we're going to talk about some serious stuff right now, okay? So, serious. Growing up is not easy. Whether you're a child, a teenager, a young adult, or even an adult, or whatever stage of life you want to put yourself as. Each life comes with its own things and problems and issues. In this video, I want to focus on particularly on upbringing. What kind of person would want to watch this video? Any kind of person who wants to talk about upbringing or things to apply to their own children, or just because you like my videos? I'm sure when you look back when you were a child, you don't understand and see the things the same way you see them now. More so when you are a child who is coming from two cultures. And the reason I say that is because there is more things, well, not necessarily more things, but culture issues that clash within yourself that affect you. Especially when two cultures are kind of different from each other. I grew up most of my life in England, but my parents originally are from Pakistan. So I've had this one-to-one experience. Growing up at home, I was exposed to that culture, but when I left, I was exposed to a different culture. And that's not easy. In 2018, I took a trip to Pakistan. Because it was my cousin's wedding. And if you know anything about Asian, Pakistani, Indian cultures, you know when we have weddings, you all know it's a wedding. A lot of effort. And during that time, when I was staying there, I started realizing a few things. Because I saw another culture. In this time, I was reflecting on the things and struggles I went through as a child. Specifically, things that I just didn't understand. That affected the way I acted. And I'm talking problematic issues. Especially when I was a teenager. You try to understand yourself, one culture here and one culture there. Pick and choose, pick and choose. Why am I telling you this? Coming back from this trip, I realized a few things. Number one, sense of morals. When you have a child, or when you are a child, you have morals. Every human has their own set of morals, their own way to look at life. If you want your child to be a certain way, you have to expose them to certain environments and influences. So let's take an example. Say you want your child to be very Pakistani, okay? A traditional Pakistani. Of course, you have to do what you can to expose that child to the culture you want him to be from. And just pray that they adjust in time. Right, the second thing, a sense of understanding where you're from. When I was growing up, I was having a lot of internal things that I didn't understand, and I didn't know how to communicate them. And no one actually explained to me and connected the two things. Of course, if you come from one culture, if you have ideas from one culture and you're exposed to that, and then another one, and you're just trying to make sense of how they're connected, you know? And that's very important, especially at this age. If you can deliver that, you will find, hopefully, that your child doesn't react in very explosive or unpredictable ways. Now, these are the only 2 points I want to mention. Let's elaborate on the second point. A sense of belonging fixes all of those things, or at least helps contribute to fix it. Because if you have a person who knows their upbringing and where they're from, they are more likely to handle situations in a much better way. Also, bonus thought, it builds a sense of appreciation. One thing that I realized when I was on this trip to this wedding, I was meeting a lot of relatives, distant relatives, family, friends. Leo. And I just built a sense of appreciation, like, oh crap, this is so cool that I'm from this part of the culture, from this part of the world. When we take this as a bigger picture, not only does it give an understanding of the culture, but it gives a child a framework, rules and visions to have things connected and to see how they relate. Boom! This is the last bit. Summary. It doesn't matter which part of the world you're from, how many cultures exist within you, whether you're just one nationality or two or 57, it don't matter. What matters is the importance of knowing, exposing and connecting your child's history, culture, getting your child connected to the real world. Now, what that real world might be, it might be different for you, but no matter where you're from, okay? So that's gonna be the end of the video. So I really want you to tell me something. Alright, anyway, so that's the end of the video. It's your boy Ali K Tube, and what are we doing? Oh yeah, we're signing out.